So hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Arvind and we are on Philly on Willy. So बहुत खुशी हो रही है. I'm very happy and I'm very excited that I am able to introduce to the world the Benelli TRK 502X 2025 edition. We are here at the Benelli White Glass Showroom in Kochi, Ernakulam, beautiful state of Kerala. So if you have watched my 20,000 review video about the same bike which I posted about a year back, so there are certain issues I found not so happy with this bike and I had pointed it out in that review. I leave an I button somewhere here or here and you can go and check it out in the demerit section of this bike. But when the India Benelli bought in the 2025 edition of this bike, many points of those have been resolved and some few add-ons have been included. So I'm very happy to be introducing to you. So let's get started. So I'm just turning on the ignition of the bike, so you can see a beautiful display of the Benelli line running, and we have a brand new TFT screen. So this is one long-standing demand. I think many TRK owners had that why don't you give this screen to us, because most bikes in the country who are in this price range have already got this thing. So what you can see is that you have a proper tachometer which gives you the kilometers per hour. You have a gear indication, so neutral 1, 2, 3, whatever. You have a small time clock which is over here. You have the RPM indicator over here, as well as the fuel, as well as the engine temperature indication over here. Moreover, as you can see, you also have TPMs on this bike. So this is the front tire pressure, so as well as the rear tire pressure, which is over here, and trip meters and stuff like that, which has also been included as part of the TFT. Very basic and something which is all that is required actually from a TFT screen. Initially, if you know, the charging socket was given by Benelli over here, so they have sealed it up, and now they have given the charging socket very next to the display, which is very convenient, I would say, because when this position was given in the previous edition, the handlebar would always come in way, and that was always an issue with the position of that plug point or whatever you call it. But now the USB port is over here, so you can just connect that cable and connect it to the mobile, which is mounted on your handlebar somewhere over here. Excellent decision. I think resolves two issues in one go. So yet another demand which has been met for the 502X owners is the cross spokes version of tubeless tires which has been given. So now you can see there are some golden rims which has been given, and the spokes are crisscross, which is a very convenient option, especially if you are going for some hardcore off-roading, or if you are into that kind of motorcycling when you are on your long rides. So that is there for both for the rear as well as the front. Nothing much has changed with the tire configuration. There is a 19-inch radial forward and a 17-inch radial in the rear. So that remains the same, and as I had already told you, there is a TPMS installed on these rims, so you get a tire pressure monitoring system as part of the package. Next most important thing which has come is in the clutch department. So now the clutch has come up with a slipper clutch configuration. So now if you can see, the clutch is a slipper clutch configuration. Very helpful when you are doing your riding, especially in tough conditions, especially off-road conditions and traffic conditions. I think I missed this feature in my bike. Anyhow, 502X and 502 2025 edition both have got it. Kudos again. So the next addition I like to highlight is the heat shield which has been given for the 502X model. Now if you see, the exhaust for 502X is not the underbelly one which is there in 502, but it is slightly elevated, much like many other adventure bikes. And this portion used to be a conventional heat shield which was not of very good quality, but now this is a carbon fiber one, pretty solid I would say, and it is, I think when you keep your foot, you are not going to unnecessarily hit the exhaust. But guys, the most significant, I think, the help any owner of this bike is going to get is in this department, the swing arm department. This is aluminium. Thank God the steel tube has gone out of the park and they have replaced with an aluminium version. I just tried maneuvering this bike in the showroom for some 5-10 minutes, and I realized that this has made a lot of change to the weight distribution of this bike. It feels very lighter towards the rear, so I found it a little easy to move this bike backwards rather than forward, but of course backwards it is very easy to move this bike. This is a very important thing. Anything that can reduce the weight of this bike is a big addition to this bike, and this place something significant has happened. Again, a big kudos to Benelli. So last but not the least is a feature addition which has been given to this bike, which is the hand grip heating and as well as the rider seat heating configuration. So you can click this button. I'm not doing it because the vehicle is not turned on, just the ignition is on. The moment you switch it on, both your grips actually start getting heated up a lot. Very helpful for those who do their high altitude rides. And also when you turn on this key here, the rear seat starts boiling up. Yes, it goes up to 60 degrees Celsius. That's what the showroom tells me. And when I sat on it, I really felt like I was riding somewhere outside in the summer heat of month of May here. It is that hot. Just sit on it and you could feel how hot this place becomes. So that is also yet another important change to this bike which has been brought in. It is lighter. It has got its TFT screen, and therefore a lot of issues has been resolved. It has got heating on its hand grips as well as the seating. So these are the major changes which has happened to the bike along with the slipper clutch. However, where this bike has yet again failed to deliver is in the headlight department. It still continues to have the halogen lamps, which is, as I have told you, very disappointing for this bike. But however, a user can always change it to LEDs. So that remains open for debate. But that is the only negative I think this bike will carry majorly as part of its inbuilt configuration. So I hope guys that the small intro video to the 2025 edition of Benelli TRK 502 was very helpful to you. And I believe if you are going in for this bike, I don't think this bike can get any better unless its TRK 552 version launches in India. This has resolved many of the issues I had, particularly with this bike. Weight has come down, display has got changed, slipper clutch has been brought in, few value additions have been brought in like the heating for grips and the seat. So with this, I think the bike has taken a giant leap in terms of its usability and reliability. So until I see you in the next video, so goodbye, nice.